Hello and welcome back to RTN Tonight, Glassboro's favorite mid-afternoon late-night talk show. I'm Gabriel Furman.
And I'm Allison Angeles. We've got a great show today, so let's get started with the news.
It was a regular Tuesday afternoon at Noodles & Company located in Beloit, Wisconsin, when BAM! A deer runs through your floor-to-ceiling windows in an instant, and you're struggling to figure out what just happened. Lucky for the restaurant goers, the deer left after perusing the restaurant for a couple of minutes. And because me and Allison wrote the same story, I'll be switching it over to her for the second half.
What can I say? He just wants to be me. Thankfully, no one was harmed during this strange incident. I just want to know, what called the deer's attention to this restaurant? Honestly, this restaurant must be very near and dear his heart. They were able to reopen after a meticulous deep clean, and they created a deal to commemorate this event. Not enough to make someone bust through a window, but sure enough to bring the house down. $2 mac and cheese.
We have sad news coming from Lisbon, Portugal, as the oldest dog in the world has sadly passed. Bobby has held the record for the oldest dog for 2 years now, as he beat out the second oldest dog ever, who was 29. That record was achieved in 1939, which makes this a big feat for our beautiful furry friend. The owner of the dog, Leonel Costa, said that this dog has always eaten human food and has never been put on a leash because they live at a farm. All that means is that his fluffy boy got the best life a dog can ask for. The community of people that got to meet Bobby said that he was a very kind dog who touched their hearts for fighting on and having fun for so long. Bobby's breed of dog has actually had a life expectancy of only 10 to 14 years, so the old man definitely beat the odds. Rip Bobby, you'll be missed.
Everyone wants to take a trip once in a while, right? Well, this off-duty U.S. pilot for Alaska Airlines was definitely mistaken on the kind of trip he was supposed to take. Joseph Emerson had to be wrestled out of the cockpit after trying to shut down the engines of a plane mid-flight by lunging for the handles that would have starved the engines of fuel and turned the plane into a glider. He had taken magic mushrooms for the first time and seemed to be having a nervous breakdown. Emerson explained to the authorities that he hadn't slept in over 40 hours and thought to be dreaming. I pulled an emergency shut-off handles because I thought I was dreaming and I just wanted to wake up, he said. He has also been charged in Oregon with 83 counts of attempted murder, 83 counts of reckless endangerment, and 1 count of endangering an aircraft, which he has pleaded not guilty to. Definitely tripping, am I right? That's a good 83 reasons to never do mushrooms again, sir. Glad everyone made it out safe.
Another story coming out of Wisconsin where a small bomb and ammunition was donated to a Janesville Goodwill. The bomb was discovered when an employee checked inventory at the end of her shift when she discovered the bomb. When discovering the bomb, the surrounding areas were evacuated and the bomb squad were called. They then safely evacuated the area and operations resumed the next day. Janesville police are now looking for the person who sent the bomb to the Goodwill, as this bomb was a cluster bomb which can easily be detonated. Authorities are not yet sure if this was an attempt at a deliberate attack or some idiot thought that there was a market for thrifting cluster bombs and ammunition at your local Goodwill. I don't know what's going on in Wisconsin, but there's got to be something in the air because these are extremely random events.
Original wedding pictures are always the most memorable to look back at, especially when they mean something personal to the couples. But this one might take the cake. A couple from Taiwan took the liberty of having unorthodox wedding pictures taken in front of a pile of trash to bring consciousness towards waste and to encourage their guests to not create unnecessary waste. Iris Hugh, a Greenpeace campaigner, and her fiancé are scheduled to have their wedding this upcoming January and to have their guests bring containers to bring some food home with them. This couple took a 3-hour drive to Nantucket County's Pulley Township, where the waste has grown extremely fast over the years. The Pulley Sanitation Crew's chief explained that the garbage there has mushroomed. Back in the 1980s, it was about 20 tons a day, but now it has risen to about 50. Our population is actually decreasing, but the amount of garbage is increasing every year, he told AFP. Iris and her future husband wanted to show, and not tell, that the importance of being environmentally friendly. If possible, we should bring our own reusable utensils, mugs, and containers. Cut down on your consumption and avoid single-use plastics, she explained. Honestly, love to see more people being eco-friendly and finding creative ways to reduce and throw away those bad habits. Can I get an invite, though? It definitely wouldn't be a waste.
In Paris, France, a couple were stranded at the top of the Eiffel Tower because someone decided climbing up was the best use of their time. Amir Khan had planned on proposing to his wife in Paris during dinner, but he changed his mind when he realized that being at the top of the Eiffel Tower was probably the best spot to do it. When asked about the situation, he said, "Honestly, being stuck up there might have been a blessing in disguise." But this story has a funny twist because when reporters asked his wife a question, she said, "Yeah, I was always going to say yes, but the way we got stuck up there was kind of funny." Reporters then asked, what was funny about the situation? She replied, "Well, the climber was holding a sign related to Billie Eilish. I think it said, 'Free Billie?'" Now, I'm sat here wondering why Billie Eilish was ever trapped and why she needs freeing, but maybe I'm just not caught up with current times.
Can you imagine having to pay an extra fee for your kids misbehaving in public spaces? Well, this U.S. restaurant has taken the liberty to make it a policy. To Cove Riverside restaurants, their charges are shown to be added with $3 signs in the menu as adult surcharge for adults unable to parent. The menu also adds no respect, no service. Some diners were surprised as they found out the hard way when the charges were added as they try to settle their bills. A couple left a bad review explaining that their children were behaving properly and they were taken by surprise when the owner came out of the restaurant and explained that the charge of $50 would be added to their bill for their children's behavior. The owner explained that their children were loud and running around and told the customers to take their children to Burger King or Walmart. I think not only the charges, but tone were coming out of pocket. Definitely not a family-friendly restaurant. I guess their respect and politeness must have been an extra fee too. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back, so don't go nowhere.
Thank you for joining us at RTN Tonight. I'm Gabriel Furman.
And I'm Allison Angeles. Good night, Glassboro.